The Never-Ending Tales, Chapter 5, The God's Conundrum. The god of chaos continued his rampage for eons. His actions mainly resulted in more shrinking in the density of void and silence in the multiverse, as well as in instabilities in the light and the music of time. Energy was filling the world in pure anarchy, resulting only in destruction and mayhem. Stars were exploding, and rocks were colliding in the cosmos. Nothing lived yet, as nothing could live in such conditions. But this situation wasn't to stay the same forever, as the 5 other gods plotted to stop the excesses of the god of chaos. The goddess of order was confident in the power of her element. If given the right conditions, it could blossom and evolve. To do so, the goddess of light created a new branch of the multiverse. This new layer was made invisible by a sea of void and silence that the 2 gods of those elements created. Inside this cocoon, the goddess of music and time pushed the arrow of time to allow the stars to hatch planets. Those planets would eventually hatch life. The 5 gods created yet another god for this particular universe, the first Adam. Their actions eventually led to the creation of more order through the actions of one of the first conscious beings, the angels. The angels' word generated more and more order that started to spread beyond that particular layer of reality, leaking into the other universes still under the madness of the god of chaos. This made the god of chaos curious about those annoyances that started appearing his way. He felt real resistance against his actions for the very first time, and couldn't accept that something actually struggled against him. He eventually discovered the source of the disturbance and knew who was behind it. The god of chaos knew that if it wasn't stopped, order would annihilate all of his powers and take away his purpose. Getting around the protections of the 5 gods, the god of chaos was able to infiltrate the angel's world. He then started to influence the sentient race, destroying the peace it was living in. He possessed the thoughts of many important archangels, such as Lucifer, Gabriel, and Michael Grey, and pushed them in contradictory directions. This eventually led to Lucifer's ambition in controlling the first Adam, the rule of taboo adopted under the guidance of the Seeker Archangel, and the strong segregation toward the non-elementary angels exerted by the elementary ones. As the first war of the angels started, chaos corrupted many of them, leading to a powerful transformation of their nature. Chaos led to the birth of the demons, and brought more death and desolation than ever before in the angels' kingdom. The goddess of order felt her element shrinking and losing momentum. After wondering about the reason of such change, she finally understood that chaos had leaked in the universe she was guarding. It did so in the same way order leaked towards the rest of creation. It made the goddess doubt that the conflict would ever be resolved. Seeing that she couldn't do anything on her own, she told the 4 other gods about it. As she expected, they already made the same observation. However, they had different opinions concerning what needed to be done. The god of void stepped forward, telling the others, "My fellow goddesses and gods, I foresaw all of those horrible things. The only thing that would stop it would be to put an end to creation, get back to the state of origins, where nothing ever happened, and thus nothing bad could happen." "The god of void speaks right," the god of silence confirmed. "We can't put an end to this madness. Chaos is doing to us what we tried to do to it. We can't reason with chaos and its god. The only thing that would work would be to seal everything in void, and let the silence fall back again. Nothing will ever happen anymore, not even chaos." "This is as mad as the god of chaos's own madness," the goddess of music and time strongly reacted. "The arrow of time shouldn't be stopped. The melody is to continue forever, and should never be broken. If we stop creation, it would be surrendering to chaos." The goddess of light, who stayed silent during all that time, finally decided to speak. "All of this is part of the cycle, part of the equation of existence. We want to stop the horrors of the chaos. But they became parts of this multiverse just like our own elements. Chaos shouldn't completely disappear, but it should find its place among the rest of creation." "How can such thing be done?" the goddess of order asked. "Chaos is destroying the balance. If it is left to be, much of creation would disappear. It is not to be completely led to itself, either, the goddess of light responded. What do you propose then? The god of void asked her. We try to deal with chaos indirectly, through influence and counterbalance, but our actions led to a similar counteraction from it. We must take stronger and more direct action, and deal with the god of chaos ourselves, she responded. He is way stronger than all of us, the god of silence pointed out. We are only as strong as we think we are. It is not a fight we seek, it is a compromise, she said. I see. We are to make the god of chaos one of us, make our interests and his own one, the god of void said. Exactly, the goddess of light responded. We have eternity to achieve our goal. Many might suffer, but it's necessary if the balance is to be re-established. The arrow of time will bring back equilibrium, the goddess of music and time added. The 5 gods decided to take matters in hand. They were to face the god of chaos themselves. They weren't sure how it would go down, but they had faith in their plan and were set on trying over and over until they would finally be victorious. No matter how long it would take, balance would be brought back among the 6 elements of the origins, and the 6 gods would be united. Thank you for staying until the end. If you enjoyed the chapter, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to be informed about upcoming chapters. You can also purchase the Neverending Tales as either a paperback or a hardcover with the links in the description. See you next time on Inked Feather.